Imagine finding out, after you're already sick, that the plan you chose makes it harder to get the care you need. That's the kind of surprise you can avoid if you understand the real differences between a Medicare PPO and an HMO.
And here's the twist. Those differences aren't always where people expect. Some are hidden in rules that you only notice when you need care the most.
That's why comparing them the right way matters. Choosing the wrong fit could mean you may not be able to keep a doctor you've trusted for years, face higher costs when you're out of state, or wait longer than expected to see a specialist, depending on the plan's rules.
And what many people don't realize, two plans with the same PPO label can work in completely different ways. Some PPOs are local, some still require prior authorizations, and that no referrals promise, not always the whole picture.
The details you don't know are often the ones that matter most, for both care and cost. That's exactly why we've put the number and Senior HMO PPO Plans.com on your screen. Calling connects you with an independent PPO or HMO planner, an independent agent who works with multiple carriers, not just one. This is a free service, and the insight can help you avoid costly surprises. And here's why that insight matters. An independent agent with access to multiple carriers can compare options side by side, so you get a plan that fits your doctors, your prescriptions, and your travel needs, not just what one company happens to offer.
I know an independent financial planner who thought she could help a client compare PPO and HMO plans and figure out her own upcoming retirement coverage at the same time.
Let me guess. She thought it would be simple.
Exactly. Big network. Go anywhere. No referrals. Just like the PPO she'd had at work.
Famous last words.
Within minutes of reading the retirement plan details, she realized some PPOs are only local, some still require authorizations, and that no referrals line isn't always the same in practice. That's when the picture got bigger. Dozens of carriers, each with their own rules.
Imagine a wall of carriers, dozens of company names, all with different rules. It's an illustration you'll see when you visit SeniorHMOPPOplans.com. That's how overwhelming it can be to call each carrier one by one, each focused on fitting you into their plan.
The smart approach? Work with an independent agent who can help you compare plan choices and focus on what matters to you. And like most people in this situation, you'll agree, that just makes sense, especially since it is completely free.
Call this a public service announcement if you like. We're fine with that if it helps you make the right choice. Knowing your options is very important for choosing a plan that's a better fit now and for your future needs.
Here's one example. A man in his late 60s had an abnormal heart test during a routine visit. His doctor recommended a specialist within his network, but the first available appointment was several weeks away. In some PPOs, the rules may allow more options and sometimes faster appointments, but not all PPOs work the same way.
Imagine the stress, waiting, wondering. That's why knowing the rules before you choose matters so much.
Another situation, someone believes their PPO covers care anywhere in the country. Then they visit family out of state, end up in the ER, and learn follow-up care might require returning to the plan's home area.
An independent PPO or HMO planner from Senior HMOPPOplans.com can explain those rules before care is needed, so there are fewer surprises. The call is free, and the peace of mind can be worth it.
And if you're watching after hours, you can also request information online at SeniorHMOPPOplans.com. We'll connect you with an independent agent in your state so you can be ready with answers when it's time to decide. And because they're independent, they can look at multiple carriers, so you're not stuck with one company's network or rules.
It's not just about saving money. It's about making sure care is there when it's needed, without being blindsided by the fine print. And remember, plans can change every year. That wall of carriers might look different next year.
That same financial planner once told her husband about a client who kept running into problems after ignoring her advice. Their young daughter, listening from the back seat, asked, "Mommy, why did he ask you for help and not do what you said?" Out of the mouths of babes, right? Even a child can see it makes no sense to ignore good guidance.
If you've been thinking about all the ways plan details can affect your care, write down this free number, 800-870-9904, for seniorhmoPPOplans.com. Applied knowledge is power. It's not enough to just know. You have to act. Call 800-870-9904 now and make the next move, the one that protects your doctors, your prescriptions, your travel, and your peace of mind.